typical hive setup for hiving bees is to put in 8 frames with a frame feeder. We always try to make sure we have some empty frames. Every now and then we put in only 6. We prefer 8. We try to make sure that there's a frame that has a good bit of pollen in it. I don't know if you can see that on the video. And we try and make sure that we have some granulated feed in the hive. That's not always possible, so that's one of the reasons why we like to make sure there's some granulated feed. We try to make sure we always put frame feeders in. If you want to fill frames instead and put those in, that's fine, as long as they do have liquid feed. We find it quite important. Once we have the hive set up with the frame feeder, we will put the bees into this spot here and then put the frames in on top of them. Our preference is, and I'll show you this later, is that the queen cage with the mesh, so that the queen is visible to the top. We try to put that at an angle leaning up against this frame with the screen against the frame, so that if while you're putting it together it falls over, it should fall with the screen up so that the bees can still get at the queen and still attend to her until they can release her. We usually put a little bit of granulated honey or wax into the hole after we pull the cork out, just to slow down the queen's release by 15-20 minutes, half an hour, depending on how fast they're eager to get her out of there. The queens have been introduced to the hives generally, so it's usually not a problem. It's just a matter of trying to get her not introduced while the hive kind of settles into the box. So that's our main thing.